Hello everyone, Mark Corbin with Survival Bushcraft and Emergency Preparedness here with a video response to someone I really was not expecting to tag me in this. This is awesome, man. Reallybigmonkey1. Dude, I've been watching your stuff for many years, man. I really admire your work, dude. You're awesome. It just really was kind of it was amazing to have you send me that message, man, and this invitation. I appreciate that. You're awesome, dude. Anyways, guys, this video is in regards to why did I start my YouTube channel. And my answer to that is I really don't really have an answer. It's pretty much I just kind of started it to just to be able to get out and network with other people, to learn and to share. So, I mean, when I formed Survival Bushcraft and Emergency Preparedness on Facebook 3 years ago, it started off as just myself, and then eventually several preppers started joining the group. The name of the group was even different back then. Emergency Preppers is what it was called. And then realizing later on that just focusing on prepping just is almost like a failure in itself, because just you got to mix in actual real life survival information and skills. It's just that simple. You have to. I know this for a fact because of what I've been through in my past. In 2008, my family and I we ended up from the economy crash being homeless, living in a tent alongside of a river for 5 months. That was harsh. It was terrible. That was survival. You know, I went from learning how to get by with nothing, and basically using hand sanitizer to start fires, to cook what little bit of food you could get your hands on, and little skills like this. I've always, all my life, been into survival in the outdoors in one form or another. It's kind of funny because my sister Julie used to always kind of crack jokes with me and such, that she knew that someday she would find me in the ground somewhere inside of a big bunker waiting for World War III. So I've always kind of been, you know, into survival in one form or another. I've been amazed all my life by people like Ray Mears, man, was a major input on me. Watching that guy years back, man, and I still to this day watch all of his stuff, man, over and over, because you always miss something, and you'll say, oh my God, why didn't I see that the first time, you know, or the second time even. You're like, man, that makes sense. You know, people like him, and you know, I mean, and these others, I mean, really, it's amazing. The YouTube thing, man, is great, because it's a big knowledge source for all kinds of people. Books and the internet right now, man, that's the way to learn. I mean, when I was a kid, we had books. We had only books, and if you were lucky, if you had some money, your family might be able to get you in with the Boy Scouts or into the Royal Rangers or something with the church. So there's more of an availability out now through YouTube and through the internet itself for people, young people, and, you know, older as well. I mean, of all ages, to learn these skills now. And I do this with my channel in order to try to share the knowledge that I obtain as I'm growing. I've gone from literally having the knowledge of using hand sanitizer to start a fire now to where I'm proficient, fairly proficient in several levels of primitive skills. I got a lot of growing to do and a lot of learning to do. So for me, it's great. This YouTube thing is a great thing for networking, getting together and getting to know people. In the past, you would never have the chance to speak with someone that lives in Georgia or in Australia, you know, or United Kingdom for that matter. You know, I've gotten friends now, people that I really respect and admire from all over the world now, that actually take the time to talk to me and at least say hello. So this whole YouTube and this whole networking thing with Facebook and such is wonderful. I love it. But this is really why these little combinations. I know I'm kind of rambling here. I'm not really giving a definitive answer on why I started my YouTube channel, but that's because I really can't. There's too many things to put into that. as to why. I've just always kind of had a skills, and I've always wanted to get better. I always wanted to learn more because I'm never happy with the level that I'm at. Always want to learn more, and that's pretty much why I created my YouTube channel. So it's people like you that make me feel good and help me to learn, excuse me, and grow. So I appreciate you guys, wholeheartedly. I really do, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you again for this invitation on this tag there. Reallybigmonkey1. Dude, you're awesome, man. You make me laugh a lot, man, with your videos, man. You're so freaking funny. But thanks again. Guys, real quick here, I'm not gonna make this long. I'm gonna actually kind of take the camera off the tripod, and I just want to kind of go around for a couple minutes and just want to show you some of the things and that I myself have, because of YouTube, because of the internet, because of the information outlet that's out there now, between books. There are more books out nowadays than there were ever in my day, when I was 14, 15 years old. I'm 47 years old now, and I tell you what, the information highway is amazing. I'm learning these things. It's just mind-boggling. You can learn anything nowadays. All you have to do is have the gumption, the willpower to do it. And you can do it. All you have to do is just do it, do it, do it. You have to want to, though. But anyways, I'm going to stop babbling. I'm going to take the camera off tripod and just kind of walk around just for a second, show you just a few little things that you can do, that you can learn, things that I have learned over the years on little projects. This is just a sample, and I'll state that again here in a moment. The whole world of knowledge out there. So that's why my channel exists. So let's go around here, and I'm just going to show you a couple things, okay? All right, guys. So let's start off with a couple of cool little things here. One is the shelter. All right. I've learned a lot about shelter building. I don't know nearly as much as what I would like to, but that's all changing. What I have here, guys, is just sort of this is a 7x9 canvas tarp. This is basically what I've done here is, this is like 1/4 of a baker tent. Okay, I'll kind of back up just a hair, kind of show you. Basically, it's like a baker tent. All right, I've got a 2-foot wall on the back. Then up front, what I don't have is a canopy up front, or side panels. Okay, but that's all right. It's hot. It's 90 degrees. It's been that way for quite some time. This little guy is all right. It gets you out of the sunshine. Anyways, now let's move on. What I have here, guys, is a really cool little thing that I really like. This is my throne. Here's the back view of it. Okay, and what I've done, I've got 2 little stakes in the ground to hold these sticks in. I got 2 of them in a V shape with a cross member across the back. Here is my back support, and what these are is these can actually be removed. And what okay, and then what I've got here is just these little guys here are just rolled up onto it. Okay, and what happens is when you sit down on this, your body weight actually locks everything in place, and this little guy won't go anywhere. It's solid. I weigh 220 pounds, and this thing holds me without any problem. I can put myself and a kid on here. And what I've done here, guys, is a lot of people, when they make these kind of chairs, they use one big fat log. My resources here didn't permit me to do that, so what I did was I improvised and took several logs, well, small ones anyways, and I bound them together. Okay, just bound them. Nothing fancy, and just a good bind, and they work great. And like I said, this little guy here will hold your weight. Okay, now also what I did here, guys, though, is just for extra security, I put me in a couple of, one on each side, right here on this corner. These are lashed together with square lashings, as you can see. And this little guy here is just kind of extra support, safety, so to speak, to keep it from swinging outward or from sliding backwards if by some chance your stakes might slip. Okay, so there's that. Now let's move on to the next one. All right, this guy's. Okay, this is what I call my bushcraft recliner. All right, now what this is a paracord. Okay, now you can use whatever you want, whatever you have on hand to do this. That's a lot of paracord, by the way. There's a good 75 feet of paracord in there, 70 feet anyways, easily. What I've done here, guys, is I've sunk 2 Y poles into the ground. Okay, now here's another thing I want to say while I've got that on my mind with these Y poles. Here's something else that I've learned over the years, guys, thanks to, you know, experience and from listening to other people and just looking at things, my own mistakes and such. Now, as you can see, this Y pole is actually almost a true Y. And one thing that you don't want to do, guys, is use a true Y when you're trying to stake or put these stakes into the ground. Because if you try hammering, pounding them in, you're going to break one of these ends off. So a little secret that I got is 2 things. One is try to get a pole that has more of, not quite a true Y, but more of a second that's kind of coming almost half that distance. Okay, I mean not 90 degrees, but you know, in the middle, like a 45 in that area. But now something else that I do to these is I actually grab down on these myself onto the Y way down here on both sides, and I pull up on it really tight with my body, and I actually grab them on each side and start wiggling it and pushing it, forcing it into the ground. Now this is fairly soft soil. Some of you that are in the deep south with chert and such, you're going to have one hell of a time, and this is probably not going to work good for you. This is a nice little raised bed. It is big, so you know, whatever. Anyways, square lashings, cross member, and lashed, just kind of run down through. It's strong. Whoops. Okay, here's another one. Some primitive stuff, guys, I've been working a lot on. And I just bumped over my darn small game trap. I had it all set up for you as a model. Anyways, figure 4 trigger, small game trap. I constructed an opening lid on it to be able to easily access whatever you need to kill. Easier to get that sucker out. Okay, locks in place. You just strap it down and you're good to go. This is actually lashed together by using sisal. Originally I used jute twine, but I was very unhappy with the jute twine because of its strength. Just isn't good enough for this kind of thing. It just would fray and just rip, tear apart. So I switched up to sisal, which is a little more stronger. Okay, next in line. All right, something that I've worked on here, did a set of videos on these recently, is the funnel trap, fish trap basket. So these are a lot of work, and these are something that in a survival situation, this could save your life. Any of this stuff, basically, you know, you're trapping, you get your fish. All right, it's a protein. All right, fish goes in. This goes inside the opening of the basket. Okay, this goes in the inside. Fish goes in. Fish can't come out. And there's dinner, and hopefully, anyways. All right, just watch, you know, your laws in your communities and such. If you're in a survival situation, I wouldn't worry too much about laws. That's something that the judge could work out for you in the end. But a couple of things. Now, there's things, guys, that we as bushcrafters, as survivalists, as preppers and such, I mean, we need to know these things in the event of a real life emergency, whether it be a natural disaster or a man-made one, you know, economy collapse, what have you, war. Little things like, you know, knowing how to set up a tarp for shelter, knowing how to sanitize and disinfect water. Little things like this, knowing what kind of tools are good to use in situations, good knives, good axes, things like this. Weaponry is a good thing. Tools, some of the skills that I know I have learned is through a lot of YouTube, books. I've got me several books recently on Native American primitive skills. It's very good stuff, man. I've learned a lot out of those books. It's amazing what you can learn, and it's technology that's just been so overlooked over the years. It's almost sickening. It's sad. Well, I guess, you know, I'm going to cut this short, but I'm just saying that all this stuff is awesome. I mean, this is why I do this stuff. This is why I have my YouTube channel, is to be able to share this knowledge that I have learned with other people. So far, in the past 3 years, we have covered in survival, bushcraft, and emergency preparedness. In that group, we have covered everything from medicinal plants, poisonous plants, edible plants, to making spear points out of bone, to making traps. Traps are one thing that I really want to learn more on. I can do a few, but I'm not as proficient at them as what I need to. Primitive fire is a key. Sanitizing water, shelter building, all these things, guys, we've covered, and we're going to keep covering them. So anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. So let's switch back up to the tripod, and we'll finish this up. Alright, guys, so want to give it a try? How many of you think I'll fall on my ass? Sorry, my booty. What do you think? I don't know. 220 pounds, fat guy. Fat guy in a little chair. What do we got? Yeah? So anyhow, hi Brittany Bear. So anyhow, in conclusion of this, Reallybigmonkey1, thank you for this invitation, for this tag, to make this video. I appreciate you, buddy. You're a good man. Keep up your good work, buddy. You do awesome work. I look forward to working with you in one way or another in the future, buddy. Don't be afraid to say hi. That goes to all of you. Anybody watching this video, guys, say hello. Get on Facebook, look me up, say hello. Don't mind it a bit. I'm all into learning as much as sharing. So that pretty much covers why I do what I do. It's why my YouTube channel exists. To learn and to share is why it exists. Period. So anyways, thank you. Have a great day. Have a good one. Thank you. Please leave any comments at the end. Say hi. Whatever. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.